there, you're listening to the Battlefield Community Podcast, brought to you by Don't Revive Me Bro.
What is going on, guys? This is episode 25 of the Don't Revive Me Bro Battlefield Community Podcast. And we're doing something a little bit different tonight. We're going to get you guys to call into the podcast to talk about the Battlefield 3 beta. Now, a lot of people would have had early access, have been playing this thing for a couple of days. Others would have just gotten access today, but we want to get your thoughts. This is your episode, your podcast, and that's about it. That's how we wanted to tackle this week. So, Chris, you played the beta. What do you think?
I don't really know. Is that positive? It's funny. GT7570B Nick, who everybody knows used to be on DRMB, he tweeted a picture, something about camping people in bushes and getting shot by snipers, but can't stop playing the beta, and that's about it. It's almost like I'm enjoying the punishment of running up and getting shot in the face.
Yeah. Now there's one thing that I really want to clarify, because I've seen a lot of stuff on Twitter, and people saying it's the COD noobs that are playing the game that are camping and making it terrible. It was the exact same thing in the alpha, by the way. I don't want to go breach an NDA or anything like that, but the exact same thing happened in the alpha, and the people that participated in that were largely multiple Battlefield title veterans. So it's anyway. Don't blame the COD players. We're just we're going to cause a shitstorm that we don't need.
Yeah. But what we want to do tonight, it's something we've wanted to do for a while, is a community call-in show. So for those people listening, the live stream, Don't Revive Me Bro, all one word on Skype. Just send me a message on what you want to talk about, and we'll just bring people in and kind of, BS about that. So I guess the first person we will bring in here, our buddy that we used to play with a long time ago and used to make videos, I think he still is, Mr. Sun Twisted.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up?
Not too much. So, what do you think of the beta so far?
It's alright. At first I was disgusted with it. I don't know if you've seen the video I made.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it seemed like it was just a polished version of Medal of Honor. Nobody was playing the objectives. Everybody was just either crawling across the floor or hiding somewhere and just shooting people. But it seems now, as people played it a little bit, they actually are playing the objective now, so it is a lot more enjoyable. Mm-hmm. It's still not what I expected it to be, but much better than where I was 2 days ago with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I didn't play the Xbox beta for the first 2 days. I just picked it up today. And, it's not bad. There's a lot of people that are taking full advantage of the prone functionality that's now back in the game. And, for I forget who it was that said it, had really bagged on DICE for not having prone in the Bad Company series or Medal of Honor. Mm-hmm. But I think they reversed their decision and said, yeah, I see why they took it out. And that's, there's been a lot of that. The good thing is that now that they've added glint to any magnified optics, people laying in the bushes, aiming down sights, they're going to show up. But, it's still not perfect, and people are laying down on the ground and hiding out an awful lot. It's tactical, I guess, and it can be very effective, but it's pretty annoying, pretty obnoxious.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I say it's tactical if you're under fire and you're, at the moment you drop to the ground to avoid fire. But if all you're doing is just sitting there, camping the ground, waiting for somebody to run by,
yep,
that's not, you're playing like you're scared to die. Like I said in the video, if you die in the game, you're gonna lose something in your real life.
Exactly. It doesn't hurt in real life.
No, you're gonna respawn in a few seconds and go get them back, right? As you said in the video. So, when you're defending, campier play style is fine. It's the job of the attackers to clean out the campers and clear out the routes, make the push and get the objective. But when you're attacking, if you're sitting back, laying down, just shooting off into the distance, then the issue is that, like, now the MCOM stations are in no man's land, and it just becomes a game of, like, TDM that doesn't go past the first base. Like, you have to push.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. And these, what are your thoughts on the flashlight and all that?
Oh my God,
that thing is ridiculous. There's no such thing as that in real life. A flashlight that bright. Like,
no, I mean, I've had one of those mag lights from a cop, like flash right in my eyes, and it's not that bad.
Hasn't? Yeah.
Exactly. You haven't lived until you've had a police officer shine a mag light right in your eyes, yes, especially when you're like drunk or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. A tactic, like I like popping around corners with it and kind of strafing side to side. That seems to be working, but it's pretty ridiculous. They're gonna have to tone it down or something. There's no reason to have it in. The same thing with the laser. What's the point of the laser?
I mean, I think the laser's there to help you get on accuracy, but I think they purposely put them in there so that you can use them to blind the enemy. Right. It's just that it's ridiculously bright.
Yeah, it's too effective. Yeah,
it's
somebody in the chat said they're actually brighter than the sun. Yeah, that's true. Forget a cop's mag light. Go stare at the sun for 5 seconds and see how you feel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But one thing we were just talking about before we started the podcast is, when smoke gets unlocked, and that's an unlock in Assault, and then you unlock the grenade launcher, and after 20 kills with the grenade launcher, you unlock the smoke perk. Mm-hmm. And I'm pushing for that next, and that's going to be a game changer on Metro.
Well, what is the smoke for vehicles, or is that just like smoke screen?
Like
that's the infantry smoke.
Screen, yeah.
Yeah, just like the 40 mil smoke at in Bad Company 2.
Oh well, I'm a PS3. That 40 mil smoke was garbage. So
yeah, it's way better than that.
It was still kind of a misconception, I think, on PS3 though, because friendly smoke looked like really, really anemic. But when you got smoked by the enemy on the PS3, it wasn't bad. I still think it was a bit thicker on Xbox and PS3, but when it still did the job, I felt on PS3.
I don't know.
It didn't seem that way, friendlies.
Yeah, I tried using it. It seemed like it didn't even last 3 seconds out there. So I was like,
yeah. Well,
I don't know how thick it looked for those 3 seconds, but no, I didn't find it effective. I have a question for you though. Both of you have played the other map, right? Caspian Border.
Yes.
Yeah.
Compared to Metro, how do you feel experiences as far as what you expect from a Battlefield game?
It's 100% different game. Like it plays like a different game. There's no running and dropping to prone. There's no checking every single corner. It's like there's mini engagements going on at like 4 or 5 places in the map. And that's not even talking about the 2 helicopters and 4 jets going on above you. It's that's what Battlefield is supposed to be.
So I have another question then. Why do you think they wouldn't choose to just make that the main map across all systems to more accurately represent the game? Yeah, go ahead.
Could I speculate for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that they probably wanted to, but couldn't get it in and approved by one of the 2 consoles. I'm thinking Microsoft.
Yeah, that could be.
Because like Caspian is, well, I mean, what they've said is that you can play all game modes on all maps, right? So, in theory, there's going to be Conquest on Operation Metro. It's just because of like the linear design and the choke points. Like Metro works actually really, really well as a 12v12 map, I find. And it could actually probably go to 13 or 14v14, but when it's 16 on 16, that's where it becomes imbalanced for the defenders.
It's not even the size of the players I'm talking about. Like vehicles, Destruction 2.0, none of that is going on.
There's so much stuff going on, like, I don't even know how to describe it with respect to playing Rush on Metro. It's not even the same game.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's amazing. I think the only, like, we were polling for feedback, and nobody had, I mean, I could give you a laundry list of things I'd like to see changed in Operation Metro. I think that in Caspian Border there were some fences that were glitchy that people took issue with, and also we wanted to see some light vehicles spawn at some of the farther flags when you cap them that weren't spawning, so that you could at least get around the map a little bit faster because it's huge. But I think that was pretty much it.
Yeah, and there were some minor issues with the terrain and the fences, and stuff that's pretty obvious that they're going to fix, but it really plays like a totally different game.
Yeah.
So you still think they're really actually fixing something with the game coming out next month, or?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
From what I've heard, this code is a month or more behind on what they're doing right now.
Yeah. Yeah, like they've had to get this approved to, I think PC they could probably put something more current out, but for console they have to get these things submitted and approved by Microsoft and Sony, right? So, they're probably further ahead than this, but even when I look at, so I mean, this is a month behind what they're doing right now, and if I look at the changes from the alpha to this, it's incredible what they've done. Now, I find that the map, some of the artifacts and whatnot on the map are glitchier. So like getting under the map and that sort of thing, that didn't happen in the alpha, and now it's happening in the beta. I think that's because of some of the changes they made to balance it out. But like there was stuff in the alpha, for example, when you armed an MCOM station, when you were on attack, you could then see when the enemies were disarming it. You could see the status of the disarm. It was a huge problem because people started just loading up the MCOM with C4. As soon as they saw it start to go and be disarmed, they would just pop the C4. And there was like a ton of feedback that was assembled and sent to them, and a lot of it was incorporated. Now, there are some bugs, there are some glitches in the maps and that sort of thing in Operation Metro, but in a very short period of time, they actioned a ton of feedback. So I still have faith. I'm not gonna worry until I see the final retail version, because I mean, it's not like I'm making a buying decision on this. Like, I know I'm gonna buy the game, so I'm not worried.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. What I was asking is, do you think they're still like they're not much further ahead than what this beta actually is?
Well, I think they're probably a fair bit further ahead than what the beta actually is.
Yeah, I think they are. I think that they've been, because they have to submit this to Sony and Microsoft almost as a full game, it has to be somewhat stable so that they can cut out a lot of things for it to be playable and then work on the full game. Like, I mean, they've been working on the full game for, how many years now, so. And a lot of these bugs and glitches are fairly obvious. So, I mean, they're even patching the beta as we speak, so should be okay.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, I don't doubt the game's going to be the finished product, but yeah, this map, I wouldn't have led with this map.
Yeah, well, that's for sure.
I don't know why they didn't go with a conquest map, since they were making the return to like that battlefield feeling. But it could have been a function of getting something out there quickly that was stable, etc. That they had they just weren't able to pull it off. So anyway,
yeah. All right, son. Thanks for coming on.
No problem.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, buddy. We gotta do some work together again soon.
Yes, indeed.
Indeed.
See ya.
All right.
See you, man. All right, who we got up next?
All right, next is David. He wants to talk about how big of a difference there was between alpha and beta in terms of bugs and glitches, and if we think it'll be fixed before release. So that will kind of tie into what we were just speaking about. Hey, David.
Oh, hey, guys.
How's it going?
Great. How are you guys?
Doing very well.
Doing great.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Not a problem.
It's a real pleasure.
The pleasure is all ours.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so we were just talking with Sun Twisted about, kind of the bugs and glitches, and if we think that it can be fixed before release. But you want to talk about, the difference between the alpha and the beta?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get into the alpha, and yeah, I was just curious in terms of bugs and glitches. How much has been fixed since then? Since the beta has rolled out, and maybe this would kind of give us an idea of how much work we think DICE could do before the release of Battlefield 3.
So I would say that when it comes to the cosmetic bugs and glitches, they've changed the map around a little bit since the alpha, and there's actually more of like the little nagging cosmetic bugs and glitches in the beta than there were in the alpha. That being said, there were some huge game-breaking issues I felt in the alpha that they have addressed in the beta.
Oh, that's cool.
So I think that they've really focused on some of the big stuff first, and the little stuff that they can deal with that, and I'm confident that that'll get fixed. But
Nice.
for example, in the alpha, the attackers almost never won the game.
Yeah.
Almost never. It rarely went past the first base. It was really, really rare to go past the second base, and then like the third base was just brutal. So unless you were in a half-empty server, you never got anywhere. And so they've done some things to balance that out. People said that they didn't change anything about the second base, but they actually did. They changed the how far you can go down the left-hand side on the tracks. You can actually flank all the way behind the enemy. Stuff like that. It used to just be a choke point city. People lined up with machine guns and mowed you down, and there was nothing you could do about it. So, as I said, I think that they've really changed some of the stuff that would make the game unplayable strategically. So, once that stuff's fixed, then I'm sure that they'll focus on some of the nagging, the little bullshit in the game.
Yeah, for sure.
I still have confidence because they really did take a ton of feedback and incorporate it into the beta. So I would have put a couple of video reports out at DICE and would have solicited from other alpha testers feedback, which was written up and sent to DICE, and almost 100% of that feedback was incorporated into the beta. So
awesome.
That's very, very positive.
Yeah, that's really good to know. That puts some worries to rest.
Awesome.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks for coming on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Before I head out, do you guys mind if I do a quick little shout out?
Sure.
Sure.
Have at it.
Yeah, my friend and I started this website just last month. We're mpfirst.com, and we cover a lot of Battlefield 3 stuff. And guys like yourself, like Don't Revive Me Bro, have been a big inspiration to us as well. So.
And that's
mpfirst.com.
Like number one?
MP1ST?
mp1st.com.
I've seen your tweets. Right on.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you guys very much.
Not a problem.
Take care.
See you on the battlefield.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Well, that's good that they took your feedback and implemented it.
Well, the one thing that I really was impressed about was just little things like the status of the MCOM. So when the defenders are defusing it, the attackers no longer see what's going on. And that was a huge thing. Like, once people figured out, if there's a way to be obnoxious in the game, then seasoned Battlefield veterans will figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm just trolling a little bit, but it's also kind of true. Like, it's effective, right? Like, it's kind of douchey, but it's really, really effective too.
That's exactly it, Nib. I don't know. Is it douchey because it's effective, or
Like that's the maybe that's one of the parallels you can draw between like a Call of Duty hardcore, like a Call of Duty only player, and a Battlefield player, hardcore Battlefield player. Is that like the Call of Duty player, regardless of the game type, will figure out the way, the most obnoxious way to get a shitload of kills. At least the Battlefield player's figuring out the most obnoxious way to win the game. So
yeah, I guess so. I mean, kills are great and all, but I really hope people are playing to win. I don't know. A lot of people are playing safe, and I mean, I've been running around like an idiot, and I have a positive KD, but stats are reset. Like you could have a 0.1 KD, and it really doesn't matter. All I want to do is get points and figure out,
get some unlocks, play around with things, see what works, see the maps, look at the sites, and that's play around with it. If you want to go try hard, wait till October 25th. But this is the time to screw around. If you're the type of person that cares about that sort of thing, then this is the time to not go try hard and just screw around and see what you can do, see what works.
For sure. Right on. So next we're going to add everybody's...
Oh, no. PTFO all the way. Somebody's like, no love for PTFO. Like, I'm still playing the objective in the beta. I'm still kind of going try hard. I don't care what but the thing is, when you're attacking, PTFO means you get to see the whole map. So you got a PTFO to experience everything that's in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody can watch your latest video to see you do that. All right, so now we will add Mr. Chris125. Possibly the best PS3 montage? Maybe? Anybody? No? How's it going, Chris?
Hi. I was listening to the stream, so I was kind of delayed.
So, like, best PS3 montage, though, that's kind of like saying that, a 15-year-old made the best drawing in kindergarten class, isn't it? Oh, pal. I'm just kidding, buddy. I love your videos.
Thanks. That means a lot.
Have a sense of humor, people.
Yeah. Right on. So, Chris wants to talk about how the Russian engineer looks like a spaceman.
Yeah, why does he look like a spaceman?
He's having, he wouldn't be able to run. He'd have trouble breathing. I don't see an air tank on the back.
That legitimately makes me angry. Like, every time, and because the kill cam, it's like a close-up, so, you see, his helmet just, oh my god.
Yeah, it's a little interesting. But obviously you play on PS3, and you're seeing issues with gun balance?
Well, just, overall in the game, like
damage.
Yeah, okay, one, I feel like I'm getting killed instantly every time I die. And I've been looking at some of my footage that I got today, because I played, 6 hours today. And, every time I die, I go from, 100 to 0% health in, 2 frames.
Yeah. It seems like, we've been talking about this, Colin and I and others. It seems like you're not getting that notification in time, and we don't know if that's some sort of server-side lag.
So there's no bloody screen in the game.
Yeah. Well, I want you to think, consider, one thought, and then, give me your feedback on what you think about this. So, what it seems is that when you are killing someone, the time to kill seems good, and the hit notification seems good.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, that feels good, but then, getting killed,
when
it's, instant.
You get killed, right, it's instant. And I think that the notification coming into the player isn't happening. It's coming in all at once. All 5 hits have registered or whatever it takes. And I don't know if it's a function of them trying to update the health bar in real time that's glitched out or what it is, but you're not receiving the feedback that you're taking damage. You should have time to react. And I also seem to think that certain guns amplify the effect, like the AK-74U, the PP-2000, guns like that. It seems like more often than other guns, you die instantly. Mm-hmm. Some of them seem okay, but ultimately, you're not getting notified that you're being hit until it's over.
Yeah, I've been one-shotted by M9s, or at least it feels like it.
Yeah, that was actually something I sent to Dice. That's one thing that I did definitely notice in the alpha that's still here in the beta. And I got taken out. I got one-shotted from 100% health. It felt like from an MP443. I was like, what was that?
Mm-hmm.
I got no notification. I just dropped dead by an MP443.
I was playing against Jay Kaiser yesterday, and he was raging at me because I kept killing him with the PP-2000, and he's like, you keep one-shotting me. And in my screen, it was perfect. It was, maybe 15, 20 bullets, You know, I had to have center mass or a couple headshots. Like, it seemed great, but then he showed me a video of it, and it was instant dead. So I really hope they can fix that.
That's actually something that I'll actually put a challenge out there, or we can try and set this up. But if you have perspective of somebody doing the killing and the person getting killed, and to see how they match up, then I will make sure that gets to the DICE development team, if you can provide that video feedback. Because I think everyone's noticing it.
Yeah, and that was a game breaker for Medal of Honor.
Yeah, that Medal of Honor had like the same thing.
Yeah, so that worries me.
It got better in Medal of Honor.
It did get better,
it got quite a bit better, but still, you know, it's I'm not sure why that is. So, Ty rocking the UMP. I can't wait to unlock that.
UMP's pretty beast, yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. See, the thing is, like, I played a lot of time on the PC beta, and what happens is the game crashes frequently at the end of the round. So the best thing to do is, when you've unlocked something that you really want to use on PC, is just quit the game, and then you keep your unlocks. Otherwise, if the game crashes, you lose it all. Pro tip.
Good to know. Yeah, because I've noticed either you're crashing and lose it all, or you'll crash and then it'll update later, something like that.
Yep. I haven't noticed that.
But I don't know. I've had it crash on like the end screen, so maybe it like saved between them.
I'm not sure.
And Chris, are you still getting that saving pause on PS3?
Like what? What do you mean by that?
Like Bad Company 2.
Yeah. Do you remember
when the game said saving at the beginning of a round, you would just freeze?
I don't know. I'm noticing a lot of freezes. Like, half the time a friend notification comes up, like on the right. Like, I get like a freeze for that. Really? And every time I spawn, I feel like I'm gonna freeze. But it never actually happens, so I get angry at that. It's like teasing me.
I'm gonna have to actually download it for PS3 tomorrow and play it a bit, so I can do a all platforms comparison. Because what I was hearing, like, I wasn't really expecting the Xbox beta to be very good, and it was. Like, it was a beta, but it was solid. Looked good. It played well.
Yeah, hopefully it will. I don't know. I have it pre-ordered for PS3, and I haven't had time to hop on it yet for the beta. But you know, I see Taco put out a video, 28 kills in a row. But Taco's got invisible internet or something, because people weren't even shooting at him. Like, he was going up and taking people's kits because he had no ammo and shooting their buddies in the face.
He was going and like doing the assassination, like, right in their face. We're just walking up to them and I'm going to take your dog tags. Yeah. It was interesting.
Taco put out a Homefront video a long time ago. Same thing, totally invisible.
He's got the hacks.
Taco net is hacks, yeah.
Right on. So who else we have in the queue to call in here?
Let me see. I'll bring somebody else in. All right, Chris, thanks for chatting.
Can I just mention one more thing?
For sure.
Sniping. What do you guys think? Because I really think that it needs to be changed.
How so?
Okay, well, the semi-autos are like they were in Medal of Honor, and they were like ridiculously overpowered in that. They're like, what, a one-shot headshot, two-shot kill? Okay. Except the SK, what is it called? The SKS? Okay. No, SKS. It's like unlocked later. Like that I've been using today, and that is a really good gun. Like, it's balanced actually, unlike the other semi-autos. And then you have the bolt action, which is pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bolt actions I find super weird. They're almost better at a distance.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, I mean, that's kind of, though, what they were going for, right?
Well, like, it's just, I didn't see much of a problem with the Bad Company 2's, like, snipers. Like, I get that the 4X thing was annoying, but you kind of had no choice to use it. on console. Obviously, that's what I'm talking about. Like, now they have all this sway, and the gun, like, it takes 2 bullets to kill, but the semi-auto takes 2 bullets to kill. And you can't really aim for the head when you got all this sway. And also the head hitbox is a lot smaller than it is in Bad Company 2.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see how it would play out with a different damage output model. Because, like, the issue with Bad Company 2, I didn't find it was so bad on the console, but it was really bad on the PC, because there was there was no inertia in the weapons at all. There was no scope sway, none of that stuff. It was just like scope was up in a few frames, and you could snap it on target and take them down. Like, they were easier to use than shotguns. And that was like me playing on PC after a week or two. Like, I would rather be running around with a reg scope bolt action than a shotgun.
Yeah, better hit detection, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. So I think that they tried to balance that out, and maybe it went too far.
Yeah, it could be. Who knows?
It's like they had all these ideas to, like, balance sniping, and then they just decided, well, let's just use them all. Like,
that seems like a lot of things they've done.
One or two in combination could have probably fixed it, but they went too far, and they implemented like 4 ideas to fix the sniping. So, I'm not obviously, anyone who checks out any of my videos know that I only ever snipe when I'm drunk or bored or something like that. But I can appreciate where people who are fans of using bolt actions and the thing is, like, if it takes a lot of skill and you can do it effectively, I don't mind. The big issue I had was that on PC it doesn't take that much skill.
Yeah. That's what I felt too. I mean, I've said it before, if Colin and I can do it, it's overpowered. Or too easy.
If you can.
I remember that video you did, Colin, where you were like drunk and you were sniping with SE98. And I remember saying, like, even Colin can snipe on PC. Like, it's kind of mean, but still.
Thanks for that. Hang up on him now. We're done with you.
Alright, I just hope that they, like, DICE patches things during the beta. I think they did, because, I don't know, I was playing like an hour ago and I wasn't glitching on the map again. So, I don't know. I'm hoping that they kind of mess around with, like, maybe increasing the damage of the sniper. Or hopefully lowering the damage of the M16 or something, because...
Yeah, there was an update on Origin for the game. It downloaded a 3.9 gig update. I don't know if it did anything, but I know Crash was saying on Twitter that I think they're doing server-side updates every morning they're going to try to.
Yeah, like, I'm not downloading a new 4 gig client. That takes me forever, but...
Oh, you got sticking in it, yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, thanks, Chris.
Alright.
We'll talk to you later.
Colin, if you can...
Yeah?
If you can, please let DICE know that the Spaceman thing is a little ridiculous.
Will do.
Alright, see ya.
See you, buddy.
Straight up looks like a spaceman, though. Like, that must be hot. He's laying prone in a bush all day, shooting rockets down hallways. Like, that's gotta be hot. Alright. Let me bring in... Oh, I'm gonna have to get him to say his name.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
I am great. Thank you guys for having me. How are you guys today?
Fantastic.
Oh, you go by Jim. That's much easier. I didn't want
yeah.
Super.
I didn't want to butcher your name.
It's sort of a pseudonym. It's been my contact for about 2-3 years now, so everyone calls me that. So it's like it is my name, basically.
Ah, perfect. So he wants to talk about something a bit different. He wants to talk about the campaign aspect of Battlefield, which he feels most people overlook. So,
okay.
So what do you think about that? What do you expect from the campaign?
From what I've seen, like the trailers they've released of the campaign, which I think it's a campaign of the operations, the tank gameplay, and the
yes,
most recent, I believe, it's Operation Guillotine, the 360 gameplay.
Yeah.
From my experience, I've been playing. Well, I first played 1942 but then I took a long break from Battlefield because I had other things to do, and I came back around the first Bad Company, which I didn't really like because I played it on console, which it was only for, and like the control scheme I thought was really messy.
It was, yeah.
Very,
I find it far more elegant in Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 3 for sure.
Oh, like the whole injecting thing being, I think it was left bumper, is what you press on the Xbox, and then the acceleration with the left trigger and all that stuff. But the campaign, though, I felt it was a bit corny and really kind of in the air, but I actually liked it, and same goes for Bad Company 2, and what I expect from Battlefield 3. I usually set the bar low so as not to be disappointed, so I definitely won't be disappointed, but hopefully be astounded, I guess.
So
what do you guys think?
What do you think about the Bad Company 2?
The whole Doomsday device and the guy seeking revenge for his father's death, I believe, or it was grandfather, I don't remember. It was a little lame, but it was fun. You know, Sweetwater and Marlowe really did.
Yeah, I kind of felt Bad Company 1 was a bit better.
With the
it was just, it was just funnier and
there was more memorable, quotable moments, I think, in Bad Company 1, but like the thing is, you know, Battlefield 3 is going to be a totally different beast when it comes to a campaign. This being really the sequel to Battlefield 2, which didn't have a campaign. So I think that they kind of have carte blanche to do whatever they want with it, and they're going to take a more serious tone. I think it's going to be an awesome single player. So if you're into the single player, I haven't heard any rumors. I'm not sure they're out there around how long it's going to be, but I think it's going to be very impressive. And what I did read in other blogger tweets or something like that is that the single player campaign is actually serves as a kind of a tutorial how to approach all of the tools and gadgets and vehicles that you're going to encounter in multiplayer.
We literally cannot hear you. Your mic is going nuts.
You sound kind of like a Decepticon.
Interesting.
Robo Colin.
Can you hear me?
No, same thing.
But about what you said about it being a whole tutorial for the tools, how do you say it? I'm not very good with words. I hope it's not the case. I hope that they actually put a little work into the story itself, and it's engaging and not just like sort of like a boring tutorial level for the multiplayer.
I kind of had that same thought. You know, I'm hoping there's some sort of epic story or something you kind of get behind instead of, okay, Marines, we are going in a tank and we're going to kill these fuckers, and then we're going to go in a chopper and then we're going to kill these fuckers and then the game's over. And that's coming across from the trailers, but I know the trailers have to be, kind of pumped up. So I hope some sort of something that I can sink my teeth into.
Yeah, I don't expect anything like I guess LA Noire. That's a recent game that had a pretty decent story. It was more like a movie than a game, but I don't expect anything like that. But sorry, hold on.
Can you hear me any better now?
Much better.
Yeah, that's great.
Right. I had to kill the actual live stream page. My internet is that bad, so I'm not responding to comments in the live stream anymore. Sorry.
But as I was saying, I don't want it. I don't expect it to be the LA Noire or be like an LA Noire. But I really don't want it to be like Modern Warfare 2, whereas the campaign was just stupid. Or Black Ops. COD's great, but the story
I kind of like the Modern Warfare storyline. I got to see what happens in Modern Warfare 3. It's the only reason I'm going to buy the game.
I like COD 4. Modern Warfare 2 was just a bit. It
Right.
Like it felt the same. I mean, the gameplay was definitely fun, but
I think I've sucked us way off topic here now, though. Yeah, like I would like to see like maybe a cameo from like Arlo or even Sweetwater or I can't remember the other two, the black guy and the dude with the mustache.
Sarge, yeah.
Sarge.
I don't know. Like, I know they're trying to go more serious this time, so I don't know how much comic relief we're going to get.
Yeah, it's probably doubtful.
Yeah. All right, on, man. Thanks for talking.
Thank you for having me. It was great.
No
Cheers,
problem.
buddy. Take care.
All right. I got some sort of asshole bring in here. This guy's just been on my ass, just bugging the shit out of me.
I'm still in the dark. I don't know who it is.
Let's see.
Oh my god.
Asshole, huh? Okay.
Had to do it.
You motherfucker.
Mr. Stoneface Lock. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, buddy?
Not much.
Just Robo Colin showing his true colors.
Yeah, I gotta get some dub. Some dub in that voice of Collins.
Exactly. Actually, after this caller, I have to go get another rum, is what I need to do.
Oh, yeah, there we go. So how you liking the beta so far?
It's awesome. I mean, if you get into a server that's not really fucked up, like we were in a server earlier, me, you, and Swords and Blink for a little bit. That server was actually pretty good. If you find a metro server that you don't fall through the map and go swimming, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And Caspian's fun if you can get on once it gets full to 64, it starts to get a little bit laggy. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it seems like they did something to the servers before they were super bad, and then they fixed a little bit. But yeah, the more people.
I would hope it'd have to do with the huge ass 4 GB patch that came to Origin.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bigger than the game itself, it had to have done something. I would hope. Jesus.
I might actually download that tonight. I have not downloaded the update, so unless it did it for me, but I don't think so.
Well, they didn't exactly push it out or, let us know it all. It just kind of showed up, so I don't know what the deal is with it.
Yeah.
I'd like to see some patch notes, but yeah, no, it's I mean, when we get in a good squad, or even I mean, squad's the key. Even if you're on the same team, it's pretty hard to coordinate because you're not spawning on each other and you don't really know where anybody is. But if you can get into a good squad, maybe 3-4 people can pretty much take attacking on Metro. I mean, defending. Oh fuck, Stone! You went 16-1 or something that one game where you're pushed into their spawn. They couldn't even.
Yeah, and then my game crashed. Yeah. And that was just my internet. That wasn't the actual game itself. But
yeah,
if you can get into a squad, that's the hard thing. Is getting into a squad with your friends.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's a little bit easier on PC than it was in the alpha. On the alpha, it was actually impossible. On the Xbox, you can't do it now. I don't know about PS3, but PC, it's slightly easier. You can actually join as a party now, but you can't actually in-game switch squads, which is kind of a pain in the ass.
Right. What we found was that if you go into the game and you're in the same server on the same team, if you all leave squad and then the people. Say one guy's solo, leave him alone, he doesn't touch anything, have the other people go find a squad, it will put you back together. It seemed to, anyway. Yeah. We were playing Ty and Spiderbite and I played for a bit last night, and we did manage to squad up, so it's there, it's just not great right now. What on Xbox, I think it's totally broken, and PS3 I've heard that you can't even talk to your squad, so you know, that's obviously an issue.
Yeah, I don't know what's the deal with, you know, they make all these big-time changes. You know, you can only spawn on the squad leader and stuff like that, and then, like, for beta, okay, actually you can spawn on anybody, and you can't switch squads.
Yeah, but apparently you can only spawn on people if they're in the vicinity of the objective. Spawn on anyone.
Are you sure about that? Because
no,
on
I'm not.
on Metro, a lot of times if I have an option to spawn and they're running from fucking spawn, so running into the actual subway. So I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. In the alpha, originally they were saying, you can only spawn on your squad. If you were the squad leader, you can spawn on a squad mate, or you can spawn on your squad leader. Now it's everybody and their mother plus the radio beacon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Actually, so we were attacking the third base of Metro today, and I tried to spawn on 2 of my squad mates. They were out in the park, so we're attacking the third base. They're out in the park, running back towards the original deployment, running around in circles. It was interesting.
Solid.
It was solid. Yep. So if people don't know how to play Rush, run towards the letters if you're attacking. Actually, if you're defending too, run towards A and B. Yeah.
The letters, yeah, that's about it. Learn your ABCs, kids.
If you run to the letters, you die, though. That's a bad thing.
Well, that's true.
You don't want to do that.
No, you don't. But that's why they put prone in the game. So just go prone and look at. Even if you just go prone and look at the letters, you're going to do better than running away from them. So.
Goddamn letters. Goddamn children should have been taught letters in school.
So what else do you think, Stone? You haven't even tried Recon at all, have you?
Yeah, I did actually today. The semi-auto guns are fucking amazing. Borderline OP, especially with the no hit registration, no damage notification. The SVD,
so they don't. Yeah.
The SVD is a 2-shot kill. I'm sure the Mark 11 is too. I've tried the SV98 a couple times. Hit registration kind of just depends on the server, but it's sometimes a 1-shot kill, sometimes it's not. I don't know. It's hard to say what it's going to be because the beta's a little bit buggy, so it's kind of hard. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Recon kit I think a lot of people were saying it wasn't going to be useful, but I think it's actually quite useful.
Well, I think that especially if you're not playing with a squad that's communicating. I ran Recon today with the PP2000 using the radio beacon as my own spawn point, and I posted, like, that video I posted announcing the podcast was the only game I lost. So I think I played 2 rounds of defense and 4 rounds of attacking, or maybe 3 and 4, whatever. But I won all the attacking rounds except for that one, and got a bunch of crates. Like, put that radio beacon in a good spot, and you are golden.
Yeah,
for sure.
In Boo's video, he talks about that. That's exactly it. You find a good spot, and that thing. A lot of people are saying there's going to be a problem, but honestly, on a big map, yeah, it's going to be pissed off. You're going to take a flag, and all of a sudden, this fucking 4 assholes pop out of this thing and take the flag back. But on bigger maps, I don't think it's going to cause such a big issue.
The game has, like, an amazing sound design. The thing beeps like crazy. Go find it and blow it up. Like, it makes a lot of noise for a reason.
Yeah, it's just looking at your feet.
Yeah.
I thought the radio beacon was going to be a pain in the ass for the opposite faction, but I think that it's actually, especially for Metro first base, second, or not really the first base, but second and third base, if you utilize the radio beacon, you can actually take the base.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes things a lot easier, and I don't think people even notice the fucking things in the game because I feel like I'm the only person using it.
Yeah, I think that once more people are aware of it, it'll become less effective. It'll still be effective, or you're going to have to be more creative about where you put it.
Mm-hmm.
But, it makes the Recon kit, like that one gadget, and the fact that the all-kit's weapons are beastly.
Oh my god. UMP for an all-kit weapon? Are you shitting me?
After the PP2000? Like,
yeah.
Fucking here, we're going to give you an awesome gun, and after you're tired of that, we're going to give you a better gun.
Yeah.
Or you could just use the 870.
Yep.
That was crazy.
You get an 870 so far, PP2000, and a UMP.
M249. I'm pretty sure the M249 is an all-kit weapon because I use it on both sides.
No, it's a it's a support kit weapon
that you can use on both sides.
The faction-specific one seems to just be the first one. Is that?
Well, good, because the RPK sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks hard.
So everything you unlock after the first weapons, you can use on both sides. So that's what I've seen anyway. So the faction-specific stuff is just the initial unlocks, and some of like the rocket launchers and those sorts of things. But there's an equivalent on either side. So you had that the IGLA and the Stinger. Anyway.
Those things are those are awesome, dude.
Yeah, those are fun.
I literally, when we play Caspian, some games I'll just spend 45 minutes just shooting shit down.
It's fun.
Yeah, it absolutely is fun, and it's you can see your missile turn towards the jet, and 2 shots will disable anything. I don't know. It's pretty awesome.
Those anti-air tanks as well. Just hop in one of those and just start mowing stuff down. Those are fun too. Yeah. I mean, as you all know, I prefer to blow shit up than actually hop into a vehicle. So, more tools in the kit to blow things up, that's fun for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure done. Well, thanks, buddy. We'll play with you in a little bit.
For sure, I'm gonna go play some Caspian Border.
Go take Ty's tags in the stream.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, do it.
I'll talk to you guys.
See
you, buddy. Thanks for coming.
All right, we're going to bring in Mr. Spec Ops Delta because he has something to say and he only has a few minutes.
Okay. I was going to actually go take a real quick bio break, but I can't desert my man Spec Ops.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
Hi.
Sexy.
How are you gentlemen tonight?
Fantastic. How about yourself?
I just got off. I literally just signed off of work. So
excellent.
I'm great now. Great now.
And now you're gonna hop on some beta and try and get in Caspian Border.
I wish. This week has been quite busy. I actually have a birthday party for my grandma to go to. But I imagine that birthday parties for grandmothers are fairly short and end early in the evening, so I should be able to get on later this evening.
You would have, yeah.
That reminds me of that picture that Jay Kaiser tweeted to me. And it said, it's a picture of Henry Rollins and Ian MacKay, or Mackay. And, for you youngins, that would be the front men for Black Flag and Minor Threat. And then after that, the Rollins Band and Fugazi. And they're both, almost 50 now. And the picture says, punk isn't dead, it just goes to bed at a more reasonable hour. And that's kind of how you think about grandparent birthday parties. Grandma can still party, but she's in bed at 8. So
yeah, Spec Ops is known as the most boring guy in Quantic, right?
I've been called quite a boring and mediocre person. That's not because of anything I do, but simply because of the fact that I'm married, and married people are, by all accounts, boring, according to some people. But hey.
Well, that person can piss off because he's offending everyone in the Skype call right now. So,
right on. So, how you like the beta so far?
I feel like I'm not good at it. I feel like
yeah, you and I are talking about this earlier.
It's hard to learn. I think I'm too used to just running around like a moron and trying to get kills. And I think with the high damage and prone and me not knowing where people camp and not knowing the game well enough to see visually people hiding in wherever they hide, then I think it just ends up me dying quite a bit. But
on PC Bad Company 2, I think that you can be careless if you just have raw skills with the mouse and keyboard, which you clearly have. And I think this game seems to have taken some of that twitch element out of it. You have to be more careful with what you do. Just the way the guns move, it's not as snappy. The sights don't line right up. You know what I mean? You actually have to plan your movements, and there's going to be less you start getting shot in the back and you're able to jump and spin and take them out. I think that kind of stuff it'll still happen, but it's reduced. And so, I mean, you can rely on just raw talent to kick everyone's ass in Bad Company 2. And I'm like hypothesizing here, but now it's like, okay, I actually have to think about what I'm going to do rather than like I can run in there and at least get 3 of them before they even see me, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think you're totally right. It's definitely more of a slower and tactical game. I played with actually one of my best in real life friends and some other guys from Quantic, and when we actually used teamwork and took it slow and more methodical, we did quite a lot better. At least I did.
Yeah.
And the teamwork aspect, I think, is a lot higher than in Bad Company 2, and I see the need for relying on teammates and good communication a lot higher in this game, which I love.
That's good.
Even if I did poorly but had good teamwork and had a fun game, then I'm fine.
Yeah, I'd agree.
It's always good to feel that your team's actually working together, even if it is a losing effort. It gets a little frustrating to do the whole thing by yourself and rage in the chat like I usually do.
Yeah, I think people are generally more cautious since it's more of a new game. So the one guy or the 2 guys who are running straight for the objective, or they're playing a little more aggressively and less, or more maniacally, even I guess you could call it. Just, but I am having fun, and I definitely liked Conquest more than the Metro map. I don't know if Operation Metro, maybe it's just not my kind of map, but it's fairly difficult for me.
Well, it's one of those things, like it's going to appeal to a certain style of player, but what I found in this game more than anything is that even though it is dedicated servers, like connection still counts, and I have to change up my playstyle because when I go into one-on-one encounters, a lot of times they're not even shooting their gun. When I see them and start shooting, I drop dead, right? So I know that there's something there, and that could actually change once I'm able to really, pick the server of my choosing that has a good ping and all that kind of stuff. But I've had to slow it down as well, and even playing without a communicating squad, once I kind of just back off and go to a point of cover and see if there's anything there, shoot anyone that's there, go to the next point of cover rather than just like holding down the sprint button. I think they actually give you unlimited sprint in Battlefield just to fuck with you. Because if you actually sprint all the time in this game, you're toast.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I've got to learn not to sprint in the subways, but
it's tempting.
I think it's true.
Yep.
If I sprint around a corner and it looks like the other guy's sprinting, but I don't know if he really is, and I just fall over dead.
Yeah. It's interesting, but yeah, I think it's stylistically it's been a tough game for me to adapt to. More so, I think, especially in Operation Metro, more so on PC because it's more crowded on the map, obviously. So there's more people looking at you. You do have. I don't want to start a flame war, but you do have more precision with a mouse and keyboard. So when you are the one moving and somebody else is trying to take you down, they're going to drop you faster. Now, when you reverse the roles and you are shooting at a moving target, you also drop them faster, but it just means that your route planning has to be a little bit more careful and all of that on the PC. And yeah, I've had a hard time getting around the map at times for sure.
Yeah, with the increased amount of players, it definitely changes things. There's some servers for Bad Company 2 that had a cap of 24, and those servers seemed, almost desolate. It was kind of strange to have them not be as crowded, and I'm sure the same goes for this game.
Yeah, like Conquest, I think you can put the cap much higher and still have it be a fun, competitive, non-frustrating experience, because those, that's how the maps are designed in this game. And in Bad Company 2, like 32 might be too much for Rush, but 24 in some cases is too few. And I think the balance is probably somewhere in between, and I think that's probably true of Metro as well. Like it's almost too easy attacking on it 12v12 and too difficult 16v16.
Yeah. Yep. So I think I foresee myself playing a lot more Conquest on PC. because the large scale and the fact that there's so much to do, and you're not held to one point. So if the defense on rush is really dug in, after a few good tries, then there's not a lot you can do. Especially if it's only you and your squad who are trying to help. But in Conquest, you could try, let's go to this other map. Or I'm also looking forward to the expansion pack of the old maps in Battlefield 2.
Ooh, Wake Island, yep.
Yeah, those will be fun, and I'm sure there'll be. I don't know if I'll even remember them, but I definitely am looking forward to them.
But the thing that I'm curious about too is the fact that they've stated, or maybe I'm wrong, that you can play all game types on all maps, which means that there should be Rush on Caspian, which would be really interesting.
Yeah, I did. I read that too.
With jets.
With jets.
Mm-hmm. So
whatever.
All 5 game types.
I got a stinger.
I'm sure they planned it semi decently, but it is sort of difficult to picture how Caspian would be Rush.
I look forward to it though.
Yeah, absolutely. I've had a lot of fun in that map, especially. The whole thing's been fun, but something that was new since I played the alpha and I played at E3. I think Metro was sort of the same old. Even it's also makes my story worse because all the time that I played the alpha and E3, I should be maybe a little bit better, but not.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Not really working out.
Right on.
Right on. Well, thanks for joining, buddy.
Yeah, it's cool that you guys just sort of let anyone call up. I picture it's some gigantic, 25-person Skype call and everyone's just talking. I didn't know how that would work, so I thought I would try and see, and then, of course, you guys have it done reasonably and responsibly.
Yeah. You come in here, you say what you got to say, and once you're no longer interesting, we kick you off. I mean,
well, that's my cue.
I'm reminded of a certain Dennis Leary song right now.
Yeah, exactly. Right on. Well, we will see you on the battlefield probably shortly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cheers, man. Thanks for calling.
Take care, guys. Bye.
Okay, guys, we are back, and we have Justin from 8G, and he wants to talk about quickscoping because he's a dirty quickscoper.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, aggressive recon in air quotes.
Headshot.
So you're playing on Xbox right now, right?
Yes.
So the servers are back up, I take it.
Sorta. It took me a while to get into a game.
Okay. And how are you finding it?
Very laggy. Still.
Yeah.
Is that why they took it down, or did they crash?
Well, I got on earlier today before, quote unquote, school got out, and it was fine. And then when the rush hit, it kind of just took a dump all over the place, and haven't been able to get on for like hours.
Yeah, see, I played a bit on my lunch break, and that was about it.
Yep. Yeah, maybe too many. It is one good thing that, they are doing this beta, and they did do the alpha, so they can see the server crush, and it'll be better, at least on PC anyway, because you'll be able to buy the servers and spread it out more. But if they're seeing this crush from an open beta, what would an open beta do, you think? Maybe, do you think it hit 50% of the people that would buy it? Were playing the beta?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
So, you're getting, if you get 50% more, hopefully they learn from that. I don't think for some reason...
I think it hit probably more than that.
Yeah.
For some reason, companies really don't understand day one server issues. Like, why wouldn't you just buy a whole bunch and then if you don't need them, scale back? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But who knows? So, how are you feeling about the aggressive recon?
Well, I think it's better to start off how I was anticipating it. From the hype and talk from Alpha, I thought it was going to be just horrible, not even playable, but after getting into the beta and playing not necessarily straight up run and gun like you used to in Bad Company 2, but more conservatively. I really like it a lot.
Yeah. So you have to basically take your time a little bit more, approach it more carefully rather than just rushing in there, using like a shotgun. But you know what I think is that aggressive recon is going to be viable, but it's going to separate people with some real skills from pretenders who drink half a bottle of Appleton, hop on the PC, and go beast mode with a sniper rifle.
I agree. Plus, the whole mobile spawn point is very handy.
It is,
man. Like I'm gonna be playing when I'm playing Rush. I'm gonna be playing a ton of recon, a ton of it. Now I won't be using a. Oh my god, the all-kit weapons are beast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Especially the UMP.
I haven't even unlocked that yet. Like, I played a lot on the PC, but when the game crashes at the end of the round, which is, it seems to do 75% of the time or so, it actually, it cancels out your rank up, your unlock, like, all of that gets lost. So, I wound up ranking up to level 7 and unlocking the PP2000 and ranking up. Actually, I ranked up to like level 9 in one game. Like it crashed at the end. I was back to 6, and so I think that I actually unlocked the PP2000 4 times. And then when I unlocked it the 5th time, I quit the game. Like I want to keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened to me a couple of times yesterday. I think I got booted out of a bunch of games and I lost a bunch.
Lost the progress. Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. Like, you know, it's all gonna get reset anyway. But I want to play around with as many different things as I can. So
yeah.
We also have Alex in here, Extra Guards X.
Hello.
How's it going?
What's up?
Hello there.
Hey, you got your mic working?
Yes, I did. New mic.
It's the elusive DRMB community manager.
Yes. Back on the job, starting right now.
Right on. So have you had a chance to play much?
Oh yeah, recently with Justin here, and I just jumped on PC for a while. I like it. As far as Justin was saying with aggressive recon, I love playing Iron Sights. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not to talk about Call of Duty or especially World at War, but I loved sniping with the car in that game. And it reminds me perfectly of that. And you know, I'm getting headshots like crazy with this iron-sighted SV98. So I'm not minding running.
It's so accurate, though. Oh my god.
Well, it has to be, especially if they nerfed it, you know, for the 1-2 punch needed. And I love the Glock with the laser afterwards for finishing up people. I'm getting, you know, double, triple kills just with that, let alone hitting that first person with the SV98. Yep. So I got some awesome beast play. And I didn't even start playing with the recon until last night. I was playing only Assault right there, and then Fisticuffs, one of the other respawn directors, joined my game, and I'm like, all right. And then he pulls out a friggin' the M40. He pulls out the M40 with like 8 times on it. I'm like, ah, crap. All right, I'm gonna try recon out, and you know, I'm stuck with the first default rifle, and we just went back and forth trading kills up until a point, and then I started getting some nasty ones on him. I teabagged him, tweeted him, said, hey, sorry for the teabag, but you know.
I was wondering who you were talking to. That's hilarious.
Yeah, but he was playing some real money games over Full House Poker on Xbox Live, and I tried getting into one, and they stopped doing it before I could. So, yeah, I told him that was the reason I teabagged him, and it was all good, and he thought it was a nice snipe. But either way, I'm loving the sniping as far as, but I'm not doing long distance, and even the iron sight long distance is accurate as hell. You know, friggin' just aim a little above the head, and it's perfect.
I think they might have maybe. I haven't played with it, but I think they might have reduced the bullet drop in the beta as well, because there was a ton of it in the alpha, if I remember correctly.
I think they gave it all to the RPGs.
Oh my goodness, those things hit the dirt.
Yeah, those things drop.
You have to aim them. Man. You have to aim them up at a 45-degree angle to hit a target. You know, 100 yards.
But you know what?
It's crazy.
I think the main point of that is for close quarters, because if you're inside, you can't be shooting an RPG to the other end of the subway. It's more of a close quarters if you're going to use the RPG indoors, because you got the ceiling. So I mean, it's a good thing. It's just balance.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are you finding a good balance between attacking and defending wins, or is it still defenders win 90% of the time?
There's several choke points that are pretty nasty if you have a good or semi-decent defending team, like the second set of MCOMs. It seems that's a major choke point, and then the next one is coming out of the metro, though. It's pretty open, so I haven't really had too much trouble with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same kind of thing. I wouldn't necessarily say choke points, but just the map in general. It just is one big choke point in the middle there. So, yeah, it's pretty intense on Deep trying to, be offensive and stuff. But again, like one thing that reminds me of is just how you still don't have full team matchmaking unless you got private servers, and even then you still have to have full teams and all that stuff. And Xbox, and consoles is probably not going to have it. That was my biggest gripe about all these games that have a lot of players. The fact that you're still stuck with 2/3 of your team being randoms and not having the majority. Even if your team tries to carry, it's not going to work every time. So it's almost like a pointless battle a lot of the time. And I don't know. It's all about. I just wish they had the full team matchmaking like they did for some other games. But then again, so many people, matchmaking's crazy.
Yeah, and even, we were talking earlier about the squad, being able to switch squads and stuff like that. That would be really handy right now.
Yeah. I was playing last night definitely. And trying to get out of a squad with this one kid who was doing nothing. He fell in the glitch hole on the console, right? I don't know if you guys talked about it, but there's this hole behind the wall on Xbox. And if you fall into it, you can't really see it until you're in it. If you fall into it, you can't get out unless you suicide. And this kid fell in there, and I tried getting out of his squad and joining somebody else's, and it wouldn't let me at all. It was horrible.
Talk about the one at the first A plant. That's the one I usually almost fall in every
around the other side. If you realize you're falling in, you start jumping like crazy. You'll be fine getting out, but once you're in, you're stuck.
Yeah.
Is it like a sinkhole?
Yeah, it feels like one.
It is.
What's funny though is like
black hole here.
A lot of people originally thought people were cheating in that hole. I mean, some people might do it intentionally to start getting kills, but you can't get out of it. So it's like, I don't know. It's funny, though, when you see somebody kill somebody and you get killed by somebody in the hole and seeing like 3 or 4 people stacked on top of each other, stuck in this one spot underground. I don't know.
That's funny.
But I wrote in the feed, like, I understand a lot of people. I heard there's a lot of people getting rid of their pre-orders and stuff for consoles. One thing I wanted to, iterate to everybody is, they had the alpha for PC. PC, as far as the beta goes, is just for server integrity and tweaking that for the most part. On consoles, it's a port. This is the first time most people are seeing a PC game being ported to consoles versus the other way around. So you have to expect there to be a lot more glitches, bugs, everything else, and take it with a huge grain of salt. It's a beta. And everybody likes to think that it's a huge marketing ploy. Yes, it's to get people amped up, especially the loyal fans, but it's still a huge beta, and you have to realize it's a port, and that means a huge deal. They don't really care about letting people in and adding more servers for the beta so much as they do on PC, because it's not about how many people they can get in the PC, or on the Xbox rather. It's more about getting the bugs reported and fixed, and so I just wish people would, question these things a little more often instead of just assuming this or that and just throwing, good stuff away.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what people need to understand, that we're not basing the game, we're not judging the game based on the beta. We need to give our feedback, and everyone's saying, oh, there's only a month or whatever. Any feedback can be added to the game, even if it's a big issue. 3 months down the road, they can put a patch and fix it. As long as enough people report. Maybe to you it's a small thing, but it may have been overlooked by them.
And people don't realize how many things actually can be tweaked without a full-on patch that needs to be reviewed by Microsoft and Sony. A lot of stuff is all server side too. They could tweak so many things that you wouldn't even think they could. So they could do it within a day if they wanted to.
Yeah.
But
yeah, for sure.
Oh, show.
Anybody using the what is it? The bolt action lever that you unlock. What's it called? You know what I'm talking about. Were you supposed to be able to chamber around without pulling out of your scope? It's a gadget for the recon kit.
I haven't unlocked anything in the recon kit.
Oh. Okay, never mind then.
I might have. I just didn't look through all my unlocks. I don't like using the unlocks at all, really. Like the flashlight is sort of annoying because if you die, you come back, it's already on, and you'll forget about it if you're indoors or in a lit area. You go out into a dark area, now everybody sees you, and it's like, crap, I forgot to turn it off. I really wish that, turning it on and off was saved in between your spawns and your respawn, so you wouldn't have to forget and stuff. If you had it off, it stays off unless you turn it on. Or if it's off, when you first spawn. That'd be a great thing to throw in there for flashlights.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially if you spawn in somebody else that doesn't have a flashlight and he's not. It's just like, making too much noise next to somebody that's trying to camp. You spawn in, you have your flashlight going. It's going to screw up that guy's game, and should just be default off.
Yeah, speaking of flashlight, I've been blinded by teammates many times already.
Yeah,
it needs to be toned down a tad.
Yeah, I think that the laser sights and flashlights are just a little bit too blinding.
Well, thanks, guys. We are going to bring a couple more people in.
Okay.
See ya.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Let's wrap it after the next round because we're way over time.
Yeah, we are going to bring in Dirk right now.
We're gonna have to do another call in.
Yes, I agree.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Dirk, how's it going? How are things? Yep.
You guys hear me?
Can you hear us now? Yes. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I have a mixer and my headphones, and it was playing through my mixer.
No problem.
All right.
So, yeah, what's up, Dirk? How's it going?
Not too bad.
Good. So you wanted to talk about, the precedent that the beta is setting for the game.
Yeah, the thing is, rush mode isn't really it's not really a strong characteristic of Battlefield. It's sort of something they threw in Bad Company 2, later on down. This is supposed to be, through all this marketing and hype and, this machine that EA's been, just channeling all this information at us. This is going to be a true sequel to Battlefield. This is going to be a sequel to Battlefield, Battlefield 2 sequel, And the exposure the general public gets is Rush on a really tight, narrow map, and I think it's only really enjoyable to people that aren't very experienced with the game if you're playing on defense. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just
yeah, I know what you mean. Like it's there's something missing from Metro.
Well, Bad Company 1 was their first foray into no, I shouldn't say that because they had
43
Modern Combat, because Bad Company 1 came out before 43, and in Bad Company 1, Gold Rush was the first and only game type I think that shipped with it. So, and Conquest came later, and people can slap me around and whatnot if I'm wrong. But I'm not actually looking at the live stream chat anymore because it was screwing up my Skype. My internet's that weak. But I think that they might have done that just because I think that Rush played a predominant role in Bad Company 2, and that was like the most recent title. But I totally agree with you that, for people to really get the proper feel for Battlefield and what it's all about, it should have been Conquest map, no doubt about it.
Not only that, but how about just some vehicles? I mean, that's what Battlefield is. It's freaking metal, like tanks and choppers and jets, boats. That's Battlefield to me.
Yep.
I was just looking at that in Battle Log, and we've got 26 different vehicles, and not a single one in the public beta match.
Yeah.
So that's pretty.
Yeah, I think that's definitely. So here's what I think. The public beta, like if you are a Battlefield veteran, if you played Battlefield 2, if you've been playing the series, you're going to buy this game. Right? Doesn't matter how much Operation Metro map design you like it or you don't like it, or how well it plays or it doesn't. Vehicles or not, there's a certain demographic that's going to buy the game regardless. And I think that Operation Metro might be a good intermediate step for someone who's switching from another first-person shooter into Battlefield. So it could very well be a marketing move. I mean, also, obviously, it gives you the opportunity to test gun balance and that sort of thing. But, maybe that's the philosophy. Again, just what I think.
Well, let me ask you this. Like, when you're attacking, just, I don't know, you usually roll with a couple of guys, but just go in there solo on offense. Count how many times you kind of want to just throw your controller when you're playing on offense.
What platform are you on?
Whatever you want. PS3, Xbox, PC. I'm a big tryhard.
Yeah, me too. So, I haven't played it on PS3 yet. I find on PC, what you're talking about is impossible. I'd rather, drive my gaming mouse up my own ass than try and solo it on Operation Metro Rush Attack.
Tell me how you really feel.
Yeah, exactly. Don't hold back, Colin. But on console, it's a little bit more manageable because it's less crowded on the map. I honestly think that their design philosophy for rush maps takes into account maybe 14v14, and so 12v12. It seems like, except for a couple of bases, the attackers can stomp the defenders. When you port that over to PC, I don't know how many times the game got to the final base. I've already gotten to the final base more actually on PC now in the beta than I did in the alpha, but also like on console Xbox, I posted on YouTube the only game I've lost.
Interesting.
So part of that is players not knowing how to play that game type.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I think that's and that's like some of the old school maybe Battlefield players, and also maybe players that are coming over from other FPS titles just don't know how to play Rush. They're sitting back and defending, and they think they're defending by setting up a perimeter behind the general area of the MCOM stations, as opposed to even just pushing that perimeter forward. And once people figure that out, I think Operation Metro is going to be unplayable in attack. But as long as they sit back and snipe from behind the MCOM stations, I'll attack that base. I'll attack that map all day.
I see what you're saying, because it's you throw in all these vehicles and all this other crap. Like it does kind of force this paradigm where it's a little. I can see it can be a little overwhelming because
the learning curve might be too high for people who have never tried the franchise out before.
Yeah. I picture Rush as like a rectangle, and I picture Conquest as like a circle. Conquest, you can move around the map pretty freely. That leaves a lot of empty space. Like, what am I supposed to do now? So thanks.
Yeah,
no, totally agree. Right on. Well, thanks for calling in.
Yeah, bro.
John.
Take care.
All right, catch y'all later.
Good to talk to you. Take care.
Later.
Okay, so for the last call tonight, we've got Squid and Dash.
Hello!
Oh, fuck.
Hey. Wow. That sounds rather pessimistic.
I put you guys both in at the same time because you're both equal trolls.
You know why? It's because we made the biggest troll site ever. It's don't Don't taunt me, bro.
Don't taunt me, bro. Yeah. Okay, guys. Just be sure to go on YouTube.com. Just go over the stream. Don't open a new tab because I know that's really exhausting to go to a new tab. So on this tab, just type in YouTube.com/Don't Taunt Me, Bro, and hit the subscribe button. It's like the best montage I've ever seen. It's beautiful.
You actually uploaded it? It's not the guy.
What? No. I'm talking about hitting the subscription button for me to watch. It's like a montage.
So this is why I give Dash 10-minute timeouts on the stream all the
time. Good call.
All the time, can't even describe it, honestly. That's not good enough.
So,
what's up, guys? Tell us a story.
Well, since Dash stole all of the thunder.
Ouch.
And we have nothing else to do. I like how you pick us to come on last. It's like, well, since we have nothing else better to talk about, let's just bring on these two douchebags.
Last, but self-respectingly not least. Wink, wink.
You guys are closing the show. Come on, let's end it on a high note.
Okay, so just be sure to subscribe to Don't Taunt Me, Bros. I'm so lazy. I haven't uploaded a video we recorded like a week ago yet. But I'm uploading it tomorrow. So just subscribe there. It gives me money and my self-esteem really raises.
All right. Enough self-promotion. Like, let's get to the meat of this conversation.
Wait, there's a point to this? I thought that was it.
Are you eating meat, and that's why you said meat in the process?
I'm eating pistachios because I got
You have to say that with an accent, dude. Pistachio or something like that. I had this like ultra need to suddenly start talking like a New Yorker. I don't know why. Yo, dude. I just gotta start. Remember that thing I was supposed to do for the Revies, Chris?
You guys wait. Squid is the host of the Revies, and next week when we get a video out, we'll see if you can do an accent to top your other ones.
Well, I want to do all of them, all at once, every other sentence. That's gonna be hard.
So I'm gonna drag you arseholes back on topic. What do you think of the beta?
Squid, you go first.
Oh,
what? No, come on.
All right, I'll go first. I love it. I think it's awesome. I've been playing on the PS3, and as much as I love quicksand in levels, I mean, I think it's a really cool design on DICE's part. I mean, quicksand in the battlefield, that's amazing, especially by a generator. I mean, I love it, especially when you get down there and everything's clear. I mean, I've never seen quicksand in real life, and I'm glad they brought that to me.
It really adds the tension of an indie film.
It does, and I especially love being blinded on a regular basis. Especially when my teammates just stand there like, "Is this bright? Is this bright? Checking it. Is this bright?
How about now?"
Yeah, I haven't gone blind yet with the laser pointer in the eye. I actually wondered once, I was like, "Oh, is this actually going to do something to me?" But no, overall, I think it's really cool. I love it. I like how they went away from the whole Bad Company 2 thing, and I don't know. People might not agree with me, but I think there's a lot more balance or potential for balance in this game.
Listen, balance. Interesting.
I've been holding my breath the whole time.
Well, I mean, they'll keep tweaking and whatnot. I mean, hell, they put out a Bad Company 2 patch last week.
Well, that's true.
Really? They'll keep at it. Yeah. I was like, why?
My disc doesn't work anymore. It just stopped. It's like it knew it was time to end. It's like and I'm dying now.
How did they put out another patch just a couple days ago called Battlefield 3?
Squid, you forgot to tell it to say Apple.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Dash. I'll get right on that. Are you
guys planning a back and forth, some sort of?
No, this is Dash on a regular basis. Wait till you listen to our dual comms. Oh my god, it's the worst thing.
Dude, no, I'm not the one who brought up the guy in his white tidies.
Okay, Dash, what do you think about the beta? Dash, what do you think about the beta? Stop eating cookies.
Cookies? Don't talk about the cookies now. Don't. But the beta. I think it's good. I mean, I don't mean just to be putting such a general word, but good, I don't mean great, because one is the balancing, two is EA servers. I mean, it's really, you don't say lag, you say EA servers. It's literally in the game. I mean, you're not going to get rid of the lag that much.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard you say.
Really? EA servers?
No, it's in the game.
Oh,
yeah. When you made that reference.
Yeah.
I don't even think he meant to.
No, I did. Yeah, I'm an NHL, EA NHL. You can't play the online on it; it's dead. But to me, the weapon balance is really weird. I don't know if it's just the lag that makes the weapons overpowered or it's just the weapons themselves. I know the M16 is, but I'm thinking this game is like the polar opposite of BC2 when it comes to hit registration. Like, in BC2, the shooter is at the disadvantage with lag. Now it's the person who's getting shot at because maybe all the bullets come in one burst. That's what I'm thinking, because I do not see Dice actually going with 3-bullet kills. Because that's what hurt Homefront is map design. The maps are too complex. When you have high bullet damage, you cannot have maps so like hillish. Like COD 4, what made that great with its high damage was the maps were flat. When you have so many hills, vantage points, and it's so wide, so much variety, the damage does not balance out. That's what killed Homefront. That's what really hurt Black Ops. But Black Ops was just a boring game in general. It's my perspective, but
your perspective doesn't count.
You actually surprised me. You said something funny, and you said something smart, and
I don't think I've
ever expected that from you.
Smart
in a
coming
conversation.
from an ESO. I can't even say ESOL. That makes me sad now. God.
See what I have to put up with on DTMB?
DTMP. If you guys actually get that off the ground, I will laugh.
No, we are going to get it off the ground.
It will become.
We have a lot of business models with Pepsi, Coca-Cola.
Chris, you do realize when we become big, I'm going to buy you and then tell you what to do, right?
Oh, that's not. That's all right. That's the truth right there. That's a prediction.
It is. You guys are laughing, but you know it's true.
Yeah, I can be bought.
And then I'm gonna cry.
Goddamn right he can.
It's a shockingly small amount of money.
Oh gosh.
a roll of,
it even
roll of
shocked
pennies.
me.
Yeah. Colin's like, I can't believe this worked.
Yeah, I bought him with a roll of pennies. I put it up in my fist and beat him into submission with. No, absolutely not. That's wrong.
Ouch, that's harsh.
Best 50 cents ever. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, I you know what? I think we're gonna wrap this up now.
Yep.
This has been episode 25-ish of the Don't Revive Me Bro community podcast, your podcast where we got you guys to call in, and I want to thank everyone who got on the call. Appreciate your thoughts. Especially you guys for helping us finish week and making it easy to sign off. So until next time, I'll turn it over to Chris.
Thanks, guys. We'll definitely do this again. It worked out really well. So next time we will announce a little bit more ahead of time, and people can add Don't Revive Me Bro on Skype, and we'll just basically sign in. You guys can let us know what you're talking about, and we will just sit in here and BS. Thanks to you guys in the live stream, and we'll catch you next time.
This has been another episode of Don't Revive Me Bro's Battlefield Community Podcast. Catch you next time.